しいと一日が早いな。今日は何ができるのかな。
No sign of her.
私の邪魔をしないで。ここで終わり。 悟を決めたわ。やるしかないのよ。もう引き返せない。あなたに私は倒せない。覚悟を決めたわ。やるしかないのに。もう引き返せない。あなたに私は倒せない。ドキドキするわ。そこよ。 楽しいと一日が早いな。
다들 어서 오십시오. 휴일들 잘들 보내셨습니까? 낮에는 그냥 방에서 뒹구적 거리다 보니까 시간이 다 가버렸네. 아까 낮에 킬까 말까 하다가 어디 갔다 오셨나 보네요? 시골 갔다 오셨어요? 빵식님도 어서 오시고요. 아하. 그럼 운전 오래 하셨겠네.
覚悟を決めたわ。やるしかないのね。もう引き返せない。あなたに私は倒せない。私の邪魔をしないで。覚悟を決めたわ。
아, 별로 안 막혀요? 오케이, 뭐, 될 수 있으면 뭐, 이번에는 고향 방문 자제 권고하기도 했고 해서 사람들이 아마 많이 안 가긴 했을 것 같기는 해요.
もう引き返せない。
편일님 얼마 만에 세회차 하시는 건데요? 오랜만에 하시네요, 진짜. 반대쪽이네.
ドキドキするわ。
저쪽이
今日
어디야?
は何ができるのかな。
여기다 찍어놨는데 왜? 저기 마커가 뭐가 뜨지? MCM 세팅 값이요? 그 MCM 그 로더 있잖아요. 그거 깔아가지고 세팅 다 해두시는 게 편하지 않아요? 네, 아닌쿠퍼님 어서오세요. 새해 복 많이 받으십시오. 다들 새해 복 많이 받으세요.
私の邪魔をしないで。
패러글라이딩이요? 예, 편하긴 해요. 쓰시면 되죠.
One off. What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your... What? What are you gonna do? No need to get rough.
예, 제가 입은 게 뭔가 모르겠네.
Get out of my face.
데모 의상인가? 처음 보는 의상 같은데?
Get out of my face.
어떤 모드에서 입고 나온 거야?
もうどうして決まった。
뭐지? 뭐 먹는 소리가 난 것 같은데. 저도 먹고 싶네요. 통돼지구이 먹어본 지 진짜 오래됐는데.
覚悟を決めたわ。もう引き返せない。
왜 이렇게 또 많이 나와? 리클링 시키다.
覚悟を決めたわ。私の邪魔をしないで。覚悟を決めたわ。
이거는 그 에너미 플러스에서 추가된 애들이. 에너미 플러스 추가돼가지고 또 높여놓고 이랬더니만 위클링들한테도 잘못 맞으면 한 방에 죽거든요. 강타나 뭐 이런 거, 창으로 찌르는 거나 이런 거. 전투가 조금 더 쫄깃해진 것 같아요. 아주 좋으네요. 아까 화살에 그 뭐야 헤드샷 맞아가지고 한 방에 몇 번씩 죽은지 모르겠어요. 시작하자마자. 아주 마음에 듭니다.
やるしかないのね。私の邪魔をしないで。あなたに私は倒せない。私の邪魔をしないで。やるしかないのね。私の邪魔をしないで。
오야 씨 뭐야 얘는 또. 아따 난리 났네.
覚悟を決めたわ。あなたに私は倒せない。もう引き返せない。
대환장 파티죠. 뼈다귀는 또 팬들님이 간단하게 만들어 놓으셔가지고. 야야야.
あなたに私は倒せない。やるしかないのね。 せない。覚悟を決めたわ。私の邪魔をしないで。覚悟を決めたわ。もう引き返せない。とあなたに私は倒せない。覚悟を決めたわ。もう引き返せない。私の邪魔をしないで。と
あった。정신없네. 어떤 게 간지나요? 넓은 데에서는 그래도 재밌는데 좁은 데에서 이런 애들 나오면 다구리 맞아가지고 죽기 딱 좋죠. 야 뭐야 씨. 와 마야 야야야야.
もう引き返せない。私の邪魔をしないで。
저 화살 겁나 무서워 씨. 터지는 화살 아주 그냥.
やるしかないのね。 私の邪魔をしないで。とっ
Thus.
ととととと
건너와. 아, 물에 떠내려갔니? 건너오려다가 NPC들이랑 동물들 다 막 물 건너올 수 있게 해놨더니만 아주 좋아요.
Thus.
とふっととふっとととと
아우, 안 죽었어, 씨. 어딨니? 어우, 야, 씨, 언제 건너왔대, 쟤.
覚悟を決めたわ。やるしかないわね。あなたに私は倒せない。
석궁을 쓰고 그래? 하나는 어딨니?
Thus.
と
오, 중급 화염, 폭발성대, 냉기볼트. 좋은 거 들고 다니네? 뭐야, 이건? (50일) 50일 화염. 쓸래 심장 도끼는 이거 유니크 무기는 아니겠죠? 오케이, 아니고. 트롤의 파멸, 이건 유니크인데, 아, 이거 무기는 창고에다 짱박아야 되겠구나. 블레이드 오브 사크리파이스, 이거는 희생의 단검인데 왜 이제 한글이 풀렸지? 에너미 플러스인가? 무기랑 몇 개가 한글이 풀렸군요. 한글화 좀 다시 해야 되겠네.
もう引き返せない。
하이벳. 투어본 볼트. 거인의 아버지님 어서 오세요. 하이벳. 글렌모릴 출시라고요?
今日はなんだかいいことがありそう。楽しいと一日が早いな。
마커는 여기 뜨는데 왜 컴파스에는 안 보이지? 희한하네. 아, 엘든링 나오기 전까지.
あなたに私は倒せない。私の邪魔をしないで。あなたに私は倒せない。私の邪魔をしないで。
제작자 일간주에 월드 하나랑 메인 엔딩만 내놓고 장기간 잠수 탈 것으로 예상된다고요? 만드는 김에 쭉 만들어주면 참 좋긴 한데, 그죠? 근데 얘가 왜 마커가 여기 뜨지? 릴리스 마커가? 캠프가 있나?
그覚悟を決めたわ。やるしかないのね。もう引き返せない。あなたに
네, 미세하게
私は倒せない。
철원 붙은 애들은 미세하게 올라가는 애들 가끔 있어요. 제가 이제 살짝 랜덤으로 부여가 되는 애들이 있어서
If I'd had known Mutari's plan, I would have warned you. I'm sorry. Repulsive is all I can say. Freya used you, and walks with Grace for her personal agenda, whatever that may have been. And the one before that was just as bad. Freya's interference placed you and Alare in great danger. You were fortunate to have gotten out of that ambush alive. Trisha's plan involved more brute force, which may have been just as bad. But this one relies on entirely one person. You. Kasha joining us on this mission is completely unexpected, and something that Marcus would never have approved of. Especially since she won't be under your personal protection. Unless you believe in giving Kasha moral support, there is nothing. Her life is in the hands of Kalissa's team. Kalissa strongly believes in the protection of the Pinder family. She shares the same sentiments as we do. Aside from you, there is no better guardian for Kasha. We can trust her. Go ahead. We have some time before the other two teams arrive. We weren't at the palace when it happened. Melody only mentioned it in passing when she relayed Mutari's orders. Besides the Golden Maidens, it seems no one was present when Trisha was relieved. What I think doesn't need to be said. You already know. If I find out anything, I'll let you know. Trisha was a friend, and someone we could trust. Serenity Sirens needed her. There is one other thing we need to discuss. Serenity. Melody told us the same thing Mutari told you. This being is not as good-natured as we were led to believe. I know you want to speak to her. Serenity is a holy matron. A group that has remained elusive and unknown to every siren since our order was founded by Marcus. He never told us who or what she was, only that she was a being of pure love. Our leaders sure liked to keep their secrets. So much that I've been given strict orders to prevent you from entering the Forbidden Grotto, where her spirit rests. I'm choosing to belay that order. Whether or not Serenity is as dangerous as Command is now making her out to be, she has the answers that you and I are looking for. It took some convincing, but they've agreed to accidentally ignore any attempts you make in getting to Serenity's shrine. Still, you shouldn't make it so obvious. I'm not sure if the other teams have been given the same order. In the middle of the battle, I suggest you and Kasha get to the second floor and make your way to the shrine. Things are changing back at the palace. I suspect Mutari is about to make a bold move. The pieces are all aligned. Marcus is dead, and our battle master is gone. The only people left standing that control the future of Serenity Sirens are Freya, the Golden Maidens, and Mutari. She may as well have been our leader, ever since Marcus began drifting away. She announced that she was our official leader to you. She's about to announce it to the rest of us. Only one way to find out. We take back Fort Pazarath and all go home. Look, they're here.
Right. Everyone is here. We are ready to move at Commander's order.
Understood. Our plan is to enter the fortress from the front entrance. Your team and Sasha's will enter from the back.
Do you expect them to have the gates raised?
Likely. But there is a master control within the reservoir that would lower them. When they're down, we can circle around the outer perimeter and reach the command center.
So we'll regroup at the staircase leading up to the second floor. Then we terminate Vicentius and Bosca.
Yes. We'll need to make adjustments as we go if something goes wrong.
Ready then?
Ready. Stay safe, Kalisa. This is it. There's no telling what we'll find once we're inside. No. All of us have always been stationed at Euphoria. However, Samantha has been studying old logs and gathering descriptions from those who have, so she will serve as our guide. From this point on, you're in charge of this team. Give us our orders and we will carry them out. You may want to talk to the others for advice. When you're ready, let me know so we can go through the door. Take your time. Gather your best gear before we move on.
I've studied the layout of Pazaroth for days. I'll know what's around every corner. Purity built it to safeguard their history 200 years ago. They abandoned it, we found it, and now they have it again. Our turn.
어디는 퓨리티로 되어 있고 어디는 순수로 되어 있고 어디는 순도라고 되어 있고 참 씨. 바타리에 대해서 어떻게 생각하냐?
Wow. You know what? It's as if nothing changed when Marcus died. Matari was basically our leader ever since his kid was born. Maybe even before. I guess the oldest. There's something about this fact that tells me everything's going to be okay. The scouts reported they were on their way here a week ago. None of us have fought one yet, but they were used during Purity's battle with the Pinders in High Rock almost 100 years ago. We know they're tough to take down and have a range of destruction spells. And they're tall. Very tall. No one in Serenity Sirens has ever been allowed to enter the grotto, so I have no idea what you'll find up there.
If you need any potions when we're inside, let me know. I brought several spare bottles just for you.
Are you ready?
별로 할 말은 없네. Let's go.
Malene, open that door.
On it. This thing better not explode in my face.
I emptied out most of the powder when we found it. There's just enough in there to break the lock. Trust me.
It's set. Everyone stand back.
포기하기인가 보네.
There goes our element of surprise.
As if we ever had it. That also doubled as the signal for the emptiness to attack.
This is it. Everyone go.
Trisha to come.
覚悟を決めたわ。私の邪魔をしないで。私は倒せぬ。
Those blue crystals aren't natural. They're the work of a mage, like Vincentius. He's a high-ranking member of
네, 까마귀님 어서 오세요.
and master of conjuration. We believe he's the one who organized the attack. Don't know how, but the intel we're getting about him is coming from the top, not the scouts. They're as hard as metal. It would take hours for us to cut through just one. We'll need to go around so we can regroup with the other teams.
覚悟を決めたわ。
스카이림 처음 하는 거면요? 글쎄요, 모드를 잘 모르시면 그거 하는 게 편할 수도 있긴 하죠.
need to have someone go into the reservoir and activate the master override to lower all the gates. I brought several water-breathing potions. Which one of us should go? Understood. Here. Take these 2 potions of water breathing. It's very easy to get lost in the reservoir. Use them only when you need them most. As soon as you lower the gates, we'll regroup with the other teams.
그래서 저수지로 가는 길이 어디야? 아, 이쪽이구나.
아, 遊び疲れちゃった。こんな日が続くといいな。
퍽을 이제 다 썼구나. 여기 진짜 물량만 가지고 오려면은 겁나 깊어가지고 빡시긴 하겠네. 길 한번 잘못 들으면 에어포켓이요? 저 지금 수중호흡 그 반지 차고 있습니다. 그래서 그래요. 아, 저기 에어포켓 그 저기 숨 쉬는데 그래서 물약 2개 줬는데 2개 가지고 못 버틸려나? 길이가? 클래스 대거 이것도 다시 왜 한글이 에너미 플러스에서 풀렸나? 카시아 찾기 수중호흡 여기 또 있네요. 중급 일단 여기까지 오면 수중호흡 템은 많이 주겠네. 일단 쪽지를 읽어봅시다. 아까 명령.
と
빈센티우스. 카짓이요? 그러게요. 뭐 신 찾는데 죽은 애 신 찾아봐야 뭐. 와 여기 막힌 곳이네. 이쪽으로 잘못 들어왔으면 없는 상태에서 잘못 들어오면 훅 가겠는데요. 온 길로 다시 돌아가야 되네. 완전 미로인데 여기 꼬불꼬불 아주 그냥. 보라색님 어서오세요.
あなたに私は倒せない
10레벨 쪼렙이네. 메이드2, 이 모드 스토리요? 메이드2 오래되고 유명한 모드이긴 한데 제대로 플레이해본 사람이 없을 테니요. 그렇기는 한 것 같아요. 이게 지금 저도 차라리 영문 버전으로 봤으면은 모르겠는데 한글로 봐가지고 한글 그 뭐시기냐
やるしかないわね
이 번역판이 개판이라 그냥 그 구글 번역인가 카카오 번역인가 카카오가 아니라 파파고 번역인가만 그런 것 같긴 한데
もう
그냥 돌려만 놓고 검수가 안 된 상태라서 대략적으로 얘기를 해보면 그 이 잠깐만요. 여기서부터였나? 이 크게 양쪽 그 진영이 있다고 보시면 되는데 하나는 그 여기 보시면은 이제 세레니티 사이렌 쪽, 그 다음에 이 사이렌 진영은 이제 그 유포리아라는 궁전, 유포리아 궁전에서 이제 좀 짱 박혀갖고 거기에서 뭐라 그래야 되나? 약간 뭐 여자들 데려다가 이제 뭐 매춘이나 이런 것들도 시키고, 그러니까는 그 이제 서비스나 뭐 이런 거를 제공을 하면서, 그러니까 뭐 데려다 교육도 시키고 제공도 하고 하면서 이제 유포리아 궁전이라는 데가 이제 그런 데예요. 그러니까 뭐 고위직들 막 이렇게 데려다가 아니면 사람들도 이제 관광은 아니고 이제 뭐 가갖고 이제 이제 그런 데를 운영을 하면서 요 조직이 사이렌이라는 조직이 여기에서 이제 상주를 해 있는 곳이고요. 그 다음에 반대쪽 진영은 그 퓨리티 뭐 순수라고 해야 되나? 뭐 이제 순수라고도 하고 뭐 순정이라고도 이제 뭐 이렇게 번역이 돼서 나오긴 하는데 아무튼 퓨리티 진영이 있어요. 이제 그 걔들은 자기들 말로는 그 스카이림의 그러니까 이게 요 이제 제국의 뭐라 그러나 정의를 위해서 자기들이 싸우고 있다. 이제 이렇게 주장을 하고 있어요. 그래서 지금 이 주인공이 이 도바킨이 이제 어떻게 거기에 저희 사이에 처음에는 이제 그냥 유포리아에 어떻게 우연하게 방문을 하게 됐는데 거기에서 이제 사건이 벌어지면서 여기에 유포리아 쪽에서 이제 그 뭐라 그래야 되나 처음에 그 아저씨 이름이 뭔지 생각이 안 나는데 거기에서 이제 그 유포리아를 설립할 수 있게 그러니까 사이렌이라는 애들을 이제 설립할 수 있게 해주고 그다음에 유지할 수 있게 해주고 그러니까 뭐라 그래야 되나 창시자 비슷한 이제 그런 그 구심점이 되는 남자가 있었어요. 그리고 걔 딸내미가 있고 근데 그 남자가 이제 이 사이렌 애들이었나 죽었죠. 사이렌 애들이 아니라 다른 애들을 그 반대 세력 그 그러니까 퓨리티 애들한테 죽었어요. 어떻게 이제 함정 걸려가지고 그러니까 그 남자애는 예전에 이제 그 아주 오래전 200년 전에 뭐야 사탄 주인공 있잖아요. 퓨리티와 세레니티인데 사탄 주인공하고 관계된 남자예요. 그 관계된 남자인데 그 반대편 세력에서 이제 그 요 죽은 남자애를 찾아가지고 이제 계속 암살을 하려고 시도를 했었어요. 그 시루드의 챔피언이랑 관계된 애라서 찾아가지고 이제 암살을 하려고 시도를 했는데 그 남자애는 이제 요 유포리아 궁전 그쪽 이제 설립을 해가지고 거기에서 이제 짱 박혀가지고 숨어 지낸 거죠. 걔하고 그 다음에 딸내미는 이제 아무것도 모르고 이제 거기서 숨겨가지고 키우고 있었는데 남자는 죽었어요. 그래서 이제 남자가 죽으면서 그 딸내미를 요 도바킨한테 좀 이렇게 돌봐달라고 이제 의뢰를 하고 돌봐준 중에 죽은 거죠. 그래서 이제 얘가 사건에 휘말려가지고 이렇게 이제 왔는데 지금 여기 같이 퀘스트 하고 있는 쟤들은 세레니티 진영에 있던 애들 그러니까 아까 궁전 유포리아 궁전에 있던 애들 진영. 그래서 이제 초반에는 서로 이제 이 첩자라든지 뭐 이제 이런 거를 상대방한테 심어둬갖고 이 도바킨이 이제 지금 줄타기를 했었죠.
호스트 연결이 감지되었습니다.
상대방 쪽은 이제 자기들한테
홀로그램 방송을
넘어오라고 하고
전송합니다.
아닌 애들은 또 이제 여기에서 왔다리 갔다리 이제 줄타기 지금 하고 있긴 한데 아직 뭐 근데 이제 약간 코스는 약간 답정너 같기는 해요. 다른 거 선택했을 때도 똑같은 선택지가 똑같은 결과가 이렇게 뜬 거 보니까 아첼님 뭐시기냐 감사합니다. 어서 오세요. 호스팅 감사합니다. 니른의 영웅 뭐 이렇게 해가지고 이제 얘네들은 기사들인데 쟤네들이 이제 퓨리티 쪽 진영 애들이고 얘들은 왜 다 여기 이러고 있냐? 야. 딴 애들 전투 다 끝나가지고 멀건이 있나 보군. 카시아 핀더. 그 핀더 가문 얘예요. 그러니까 얘가 딸내미예요. 핀더. 이 아버지가 뭐 무슨 핀더였는데 죽었고, 이제 카시아 핀더는 그 딸내미로 처음에는 이제 아무것도 모르고 이제 맡겨졌던 앤데, 이쪽 이제 유포리아 궁전에 얘랑 같이 와가지고, 유포리아 궁전에 살던 애지. 근데 모르고 있다가 이제 지금 훈련 받으려고 원래는 이제 얘가 저 도바키니 돌봐주고 있었는데 훈련 받으려고 헤어졌다가 지금 이제 다시 만난 거예요. 예, 모두들이 잘 어울려지게 다운하고 싶은데 마음대로 잘 안 된다고요? 어떻게 어울려지게 해요? 훈련하면서 얘가 여기를 싹 쓸어버린 것 같으네. 뒤늦게 다리찜, 호커 고기. 별로 필요 없는 것 같긴 한데.
Oh God, they got Kalisa. They got her.
뭐 아무튼 그 스토리는 그렇고, 그 뭐시기냐, 성형이 절실하군요. 그나마 히로인인데. 무슨 일이 있었지? 일단 물어봐야 되겠죠?
I don't know. She was right behind me. Where? Where are we going? From Serenity? But they closed off the grotto. We aren't allowed. Okay.
야, 한 번 정도만 검수를 했어도 이렇게 한글이 개판이진 않을 텐데. 마지막 파트는 대륙 추가돼요? 해보셨어요? 지금 있는 여기는 그 스카이림 저 오른쪽 동북 쪽에 그 탑 던전 하나 추가된 위치이고요. 대충 보면 여기 있게요. 여기 이렇게 파자라트 요새 하나 이제 추가되는 곳이고, 여기 윈드헬름 이쪽에 오른쪽 상단에. 예, 저는 아마 지금 한 뭐 중반 정도 됐나 모르겠네. 저도 지금 처음 해보는 거니까. 예전에는 그냥 테스트만 해보고 말아갖고. 자, 일단 2층으로 올라가야 되나? 2층으로 올라가는 길이고.
Now's your chance. Protect Kasha. Get to the upper floors. The rest of the fight.
あなたに私は倒せないともう引き返せない
잠깐만요. 일단 저 화장실 좀 갔다 올게요. 잠깐만 쉬어 갑시다. 쉬마려 갖고 안 되겠다. 예, 그래서 번역을 한번 플레이를 일단 해봤으니까 아직 뭐 ESP를 따로 열어보진 않았는데, 번역을 감수를 해가지고 좀 수정을 할까 하는 생각도 있긴 한데 어떠려나 모르겠네요. 일단은 잠깐만 화장실 갔다 올게요. 브레이크 타임. 자, 화장실 간 김에 담배도 한 대 피고 옵시다. 잠시만 다녀오겠습니다. 다녀왔습니다. 비질런트에 잘린머리 차고 다니는 아이템. 샤일록 머리로. DAR 모션이요? 아, 우일님 번역이에요? 퀘스트 5까지 진행. 아, 번역 따로 하고 계시는구나. 아, 하다만 건데. 오케이, 오케이. 감사합니다. 이걸로 원본으로 저기 해갖고 다시 한번 이걸 덮어 써봐야 되겠네.
No matter, fate isn't so kind to those that have fulfilled that destiny as foretold by the Elder Scrolls. All it takes is the right circumstance for her to fall. We will kill her.
And you'll be doing it without my heroes.
Consider our actions retribution for your incompetence and
이 빈센티우스는 상대방 진영의 그 마법사라고 하고요. 그 다음에 보스카라는 애는 그 저기 뭐 아르고니안인데 걔도 이제 약간 좀 줄타기 하는 애.
I wasn't aware she was more than just a guardian that Marcus hired.
But you did when you met her outside Snowvale Sanctum. Your admiration for this woman has proven you to be an incapable leader. Thus I am denying your request to transport a cargo from the island to Innocence.
So you deny the one thing that can defend your home and defeat the Sirens? How does that make you any better than I?
Simple. We actually have a plan. Our alchemists have made a breakthrough in our project. It's only a matter of time before we reveal it to you. And when we do, you'll be given the opportunity to use it.
And if I don't want any part in your plan, what happens?
Then your request stays denied.
Fine, but it better be good.
Believe me, Commander, it will be. Now, shouldn't you be fighting alongside your warriors?
What warriors? They're all dead. I'm leaving.
What? But you can't. She's on her way up here.
I have no stake here. Your purity assassins mean nothing to me. Enjoy yourself, Vincentius.
Cowardly piece of filth. You too! Guard the door!
의상에서요? 의상에서 왜요? 그러니까 보스카라는 애는 상대방 진영의 그 뭐라 그래야 되나 중간 보스라고 해야 되나? 그런 애인데 이제 이 도바킨한테 호감을 가지고 있어요.
そんな
의상에서 왜 망쳐요? 디파이언스 작전 프로젝트 퓨리티 이 상대방 진영이 프로젝트 퓨리티예요. 순수 프로젝트라고 그러면 Commencement of Operation Defiance
えっと
명령이라고. 안 어울리는 의상만 다운해서 입히는 중이에요. 아이 아들아, 우리는 오랫동안 이 순간을 기다려왔다. From the day I spoke to you as you were 우리가 war will be 아이씨, 드럽게 기네.
Look around you. What do you see? Victims of a cause gone too far, or the sacrifices that the world demands.
How can you do this? You're a monster!
I wasn't talking to you. Tell me, Commander. Make me understand your point of view. What do you want? Wrong? In what way? Are you still under the impression that we're responsible for nearly 200 years of suffering of this poor girl's family? Things have changed. A gap of lost history and information lies between the Oblivion Crisis and the present. You have no idea what we have gone through to be here today. You bring that up for good reason. It seems like another attack on the Pinder family, but it is so much more. We're done with the master plan of slowly prodding the beast until it bites back. That was done decades ago. Marcus' death was a statement, the first of many. Consider it mercy killings, if you will. This is war. They fight for the enemy, they die. There is no easier way around the issue. To turn them against their mistress is something that would require time, and time is a dying commodity.
Hi, Bolero. Welcome.
Not anymore. I'm sorry, child. You are among the Sirens now. Like them, it's too late for you. She could have died in peace with us, Commander. There was no need to drag her into war. Asked in ignorance, the two of you so foolish to get involved in something that has escalated past a rivalry between two clans. This war is no longer about the Penders. Brutality against who? The Sirens or... Disgusting to look at, yes. But their bodies had to be burned to ensure that they can't be used for more nefarious purposes. They wouldn't have suffered as long as they surrendered. Unfortunately, none of them did. We had no choice. Capturing Bazarov was our moment of glory and a symbolic moment of defiance. There is something poetic about returning to the home where we first tasted defeat. And we know that to truly touch Matari's mind, you must be poetic with your victories. Notice, every single Purity member that you killed on your way here knew that this would be their grave. We knew that there was no way we could possibly hold on to this fort for so long. What we believed could be achieved here was to kill as many Sirens as possible, until you appeared in the wall. So, how many Sirens died today? Strange and convenient. When faced against incredible odds, only one person dies. And did she happen to bear any signs of skepticism towards the Sirens? She weaves a tapestry of illusion around you. Every Siren is essential to this mission because you are present. All except one that no matter how hard you tried, you could not save. You don't need to ask me that. You know the answer yourself. They fight because they know we're right, and you're wrong. The truth? Can you? Who do you think you are? A scholar? A priest? A king? A warrior? A god? All men and women of all walks of life have tried to understand the truth. Glimpsing into the fold of an Elder Scroll pales in comparison to what we know. To know the truth is to lose yourself to the void. Your mind would not survive. You are beyond help. You're stuck in this narrow belief. You think that what you're fighting, this Matari, can be won by physical strength or verbal threats. Words cannot sway her. Knowledge will not scare her. Only defiance. That is what we're doing. A crude way of putting it, but yes, that is exactly what it is. But it is the only way. To die free is far better than to be playthings for sick and maniacal purposes. At least that way, the beast can die. There is no reason to live if you can't find bliss. And for her, bliss is the only reason she can exist. The plan is simple. There is no grandiose device that will mark the end of all living beings on Nirn. It will be unleashed quietly and without warning. The nature of the weapon is quite contrary to the enemy we're facing, beyond mortal comprehension. Of course, I won't tell you what it is, because that would be absurd on my part. It's our only hope after all. You say that now, but what will you do when you cross the line and see that there is no other course of action? The being that chose to attack us rather than guide us out of madness. You have learned more from me than you can from her. She chooses who she speaks to. She hasn't said a word to me, a sign that she is still as emotional as the rest of her clan. She has learned nothing in the time she has spent in solitude. If you want to sift through a disregard for lesser beings, be my guest. It's obvious one of her kind has already spoken to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't have stopped to ask me questions about Matari. I die. You won the battle today by your presence alone. A shame, since Bezeroth could have been the site of two major defeats for the Sirens. Instead, it was a victory won by a pitiful, dull display of swords and shields. Don't you grow tired of it? The killing? Then let us be the ones to do it. We will be the last. be taken prisoner by the Sirens and killed without honor. Do it. I need to die with honor. I understand now. You still have humility. Just don't be too hard on yourself, child. At the end of the day, we can't all be heroes.
상급 대화는 뭐야? 상급 진정은 뭐야? 얘가 세레니티야?
He had my sword. That Arconian had my sword. You just missed him. He climbed the scaffolds and jumped. Know him? That's me. And what's your name? So do I. Pull up a rock and sit down because we need to talk. You and the Purity Man weren't friends. You might be someone I can trust. Or you might not. Let's find out. Why don't you start from the beginning and tell me who you are and what you're doing? Oh, well, things have changed so much. It's not good. 103 years since I was abandoned here. Until today, I haven't spoken to anyone. Strange people have come and gone through this grotto for the past decade. I hear what they say, but without context. I never understood until now. It's all coming together. The missing chapter has been found, and Matari is the writer. I make no promises, but before we get to that point, you must be given a history lesson. 200 years ago, I destroyed the Hist tree planted at this very spot. That you already know. What you don't know is that the Pinder family became the target of retribution for my act of aggression. At the time, we thought it was a case of mistaken associations. The Pinder twins that were poisoned by Purity's Aerosap served as housemates for the champion of Cyrodiil. If it weren't for them, the champion would have never discovered the existence of Project Purity or my people. The champion was instrumental in allowing me to destroy the Tree of Temptation. And you're right. He chose to ally himself with Blackwood Company, the equivalent of Purity's new friends, the Heroes of Nirn. Together, they came to my realm and massacred an entire garrison of my people. Ugh. They thought they killed me, but they were wrong. So, after they made my home a smoking crater, I found someone. A Blackwood Company man that had been left behind. He became my champion. And after a little coercing, we did what the champion of Cyrodiil refused to do. We destroyed the Hist tree. I fulfilled my destiny and sacrificed myself to destroy the tree while he ran off into the sunset with the rest of my people. He's probably with them right now, hopefully. Anyway, all was quiet for almost 4 decades. For my sacrifice, my soul merged with my creator's. Everything she saw, I saw. I was alive and I could see events unfold and spiral into chaos. When Purity began attacking the Pinder family, we thought it was due to the fog of war caused by the champion's interference many years before. If only it was so simple.
So this all started because of you. If you hadn't destroyed the Hist tree, my family wouldn't have gotten involved in this war.
I'm so sorry. The tree was an evil abomination. It had to be destroyed. The Pinders were simply at the wrong place at the wrong time. If they hadn't found the champion in time, things would have become very, very unpleasant on Nirn. Through their suffering, they gave your world hope. So we honored them. As the Shadow War dragged on between Purity and the Pinders, we provided a select few with shelter and training. The family came to call my people holy matrons, for we had become their mothers. Despite all the losses the Pinder family endured, they survived. We watched with sorrow and pride. Like any mother, we wanted to constantly protect them, but we couldn't. We are creatures that are shunned in your world, and for good reason. We walk a fine line between love and lust. Our existence must be kept secret to all but the chosen. Things went smoothly for 100 years. Then something happened that no one could have predicted. Our connection to the Pinders and to the world was severed. For 2 years the world was dark. My soul was expunged from my spiritual mother, the goddess. My soul flung back here as a grand insult by fate. The shrine that the matrons were building for me had been abandoned. I feared the worst. For 100 years I thought they were all dead. Until finally, today you tell me that they might still live. An observer came to you, a holy matron.
신적인 존재인지 유형인지는 몰라도 목소리가 너무 싸 보인다고요? 아.
I don't know, I'd been out of the loop for a century. Change in leadership, maybe? Or maybe that's part of their intricate plan? I can assure you that they're still friends. The observer you spoke to is someone I know. There's only one woman in the Legion that doesn't spread her legs open at the sight of a charming lady.
인포맨이야?
Be thankful. If all of this were happening in the last era, you would have been taken in and forced to love our ways whether you liked it or not. You don't contact them, they contact you. After skies divide, she said. Maybe they'll speak to you again if you survive. As for me, I would have done it years ago if I could. I'm stuck here and I'm lonely. Well, if you want to be blunt... Yes, but everything you're telling me has a common element that only I can recognize. I don't need to know Serenity Sirens to say that I don't consider their name flattering. They're using it as a front. I saw strange women walk into the grotto 10 years ago. 4 Ashen, 1 Redguard. It would have been so easy to speak to them, but I didn't need to. I knew each and every single one of them. New people, but part of the same exclusive club as the previous 5. They crave pleasure just like the holy matrons, only they follow a very different philosophy from a different mother.
어디는 골든 메이든이라고 해놓고 여기는 또 황금 마녀라고 해놓고 참.
Matari. That's a name I've never heard before until today. A name's a name. You can change it whenever you start a new game, but you're still the same person. I make no assumptions.
But you do know her.
To know someone and to know of someone are 2 different things. My people's history is a long and troubled one. You can say it was shaped by what we're calling Matari.
Your people fought Matari?
Long ago. We failed because we thought she could be beaten into submission. My sword was used against her. It worked temporarily. She came back. You see, you can't win against Matari through physical means. It's a mental battle. Your dreams are just the beginning. You've yet to experience even her weakest methods of manipulation.
Can she be stopped?
No.
There has to be a way.
I was afraid of this. No one wants to be told they're going to die the next day. as major as it gets. It's a difficult concept to explain, that nothingness. Hard to comprehend. It would make my head hurt if I still had one. But that's what will happen when she wins. Everything will cease to exist except for her, but it must happen when she chooses for it to happen. Otherwise, she wouldn't survive. Which brings me to Purity's plan. What do you think of it? Good idea? To kill everyone before she can? Good luck. Purity has been reborn, but they're just as cryptic. There is another plan. You could do what my people have been doing for thousands of years. You can just let things unfold and enjoy yourself. Live life how you want it to be lived. And what would we say to the mortals? That your world will die in blank years? Think! We wouldn't want to create mass panic. Apparently my people see something in you that could change the future. I don't know what it is, but I trust their judgment. Oh, it will take you places if you choose to keep going. I wouldn't blame you if you decide to turn back, but remember, there is always a point of no return. At last, there's this new plan proposed by the Observer. As I said, I make no assumptions, so I will only tell you this. There will be sacrifices. That is a guarantee. Your goal will be to inspire fear. You'll fight a battle of the minds with the Grand Manipulator herself. She will tempt you, and you will lose your sanity. And you will fail. But when you've nothing else to lose, well, you'll know what to do. It's different for everyone that's tried. The Purity Fellow said it better than I could. You will not understand. You need to see things for yourself. We only know the beginning and end. Build alliances and oversee the end of the world. She has her alliances. Those are the Sirens. We don't know how many pieces lie in between. Maybe those are the only two. If that's the case, then you may have already failed. I swear to you, this is something that none of us have the answer to. Only Matari knows. She's looking for something, and she's destined to find it. When she does, she won't need the world any longer to survive. Unless you're planning on living for another few hundred years, you only have the rest of your life. Or maybe she's getting impatient and has accelerated her plan. Maybe you have only a day. The key is to disrupt her as early as possible while you still have the chance. Interesting, isn't it? An account told from the point of view of Dasan, but not written by him. This is but a taste of what Matari has planned for you. Dasan, despite his imposing demeanor, was easily swayed by half-truths. You are not that kind of person. Matari will unleash her full potential to make you hers. Two different ways. She either makes you a mindless servant with no free will, or she breaks you. She prefers the latter. Her wants are yours. When she implants an idea into her followers, they will believe it. It will not help you. It's meant to help the future. Matari's plan is as old as her mind. We don't understand the full scope, but we know that it relies heavily on manipulation. If you manage to reject her, she may become insecure. Any changes now to her plan would have been done in maddened haste. The end draws near. Soon her plan will have to go into full motion. Neither Purity's or the Observer's plan are guaranteed to work. That's why I still say you should just take it easy like I've been doing and live. No one is ever ready. Why don't you tell me? You give her too much credit, or would it be too little? Matari isn't all-powerful and all-seeing, but you don't need to be when you can bend people at will with so little as a whisper. I wish my people would have tamed her long ago. Our realm was a paradise for those kinds of creatures. But Matari loathes our realm. Her lust is beyond mortal comprehension. Can you believe that? Not even I can.
네, 당연히 데이드라는 아니겠죠. 마타의 정체가 아직 안 나오니까.
Well, Matari is just a woman. But look past the flesh and what do you see? Is it that thing in the void? Matari's true self is just behind the curtain. It's Matari. Take that back. You got it! That's exactly who she is. Clap, clap. I've told you all you should know and what you need to know to prepare yourself. The game has begun. You versus Matari. It's funny. Normally the player doesn't learn the opponent's true nature until the end, but this is no ordinary game. You can't expect to win by playing by the rules. Cheat and prosper. That's the only way. Now you know what you must do, right? Trust, trust, trust. Believe me, I know what I'm doing. Listen, I'd love for you to stay and chat, but it looks like we've attracted an audience.
Hey, call them off.
Don't worry about them. You two go up to the scaffolds and jump. I have a surprise I've been waiting to show off. Explosives, courtesy of the Golden Maidens. Rigged until I disarmed them with my mind.
Wait, what will happen to you?
Why don't we find out? Come on, Purity, remember me?
We need you to tell the other sirens what you know.
It's too late for them.
What? Wait, tell us. What is Sky's Divide?
It all comes to an end. Now go, get out of here.
차들이 문 따고 들어오기 전에 튀라고 그러네요.
God, jump, jump!
Dangerous to jump into shallow waters.
We owe Serenity for the soft landing.
The being of love and peace. Was she really? It's over. Hazarath is ours again. Our only casualty was Kalissa. Kasha tells me you spoke to Serenity. What did she say? It's disturbing, and a lot to take in. But we need more information. There are still many questions Serenity couldn't answer. A lot has happened in the past 100 years. There's no point in hiding my feelings anymore. You know that I don't trust Matari. I trust in you and Kasha. We need to work together to stop her, but we'll need to keep it as quiet as possible. I'm glad you believe in me. I'm going to request a transfer to Pazarath for me and the rest of the team. If I'm going to help you, I want to be as far away from Atari as possible. I'll try to dig up any clues about Trisha's whereabouts in the meantime. You need to keep fighting. Serenity gave you 3 plans, but only one of them could save the world. We either let Purity win, or we do something to stop them, and Matari. Serenity is wrong. There is still hope. You two need to get back to the palace. I'll take you back to the mainland and bring the boat back here. And ma'am, please take care of yourself. The world needs you again.
네, 케이님 어서 오세요.
What if she's right? Serenity, what if we shouldn't get involved with this any further? We might be making matters worse if we try to stop Matari. But what has she done? We both had a vision the first night we slept at the palace. It terrified me, but it didn't hurt anyone. We're being told she'll destroy the world, but will she? Besides what Serenity and Purity told us, I wouldn't have even thought of that. The one time I saw her, and the few times you saw her, was there anything that would indicate that's what she's planning? I saw my father. No matter how many times I tried, I just couldn't save him. I don't want to talk about it. Trust us, and the worst that'll happen is you lose the approval of the Sirens. Trust Matari, and you risk damning countless realms. That's what you told Serenity, and what the Observer told you. So are we going to do it? Throw away everything my father built up his entire life to stop someone who may or may not be a threat?
컴 하나 구하기 힘들다고요? 왜요?
You're right. Then we'll do what we have to do. I don't like it, but like Lilith, I'm with you. You're smarter at this sort of thing than I am, but we all make mistakes. I hope this doesn't turn out to be one. Serenity said that the most we'll achieve is scaring Matari, and even that is uncertain. So no matter what we do, we'll never know if we succeed. We might as well, huh? We need to head back to the palace.
컴 구한다니까 하려면 제대로 구하라면서 구구절절 잔소리가 많다고요? 누가요? 아, 어머님께서요? 뭐 어른들이야 뭐 걱정하시는 건 어쩔 수 없죠. 앞으로 해야 할 일까지?
Doesn't concern you, friend. Keep walking. Go along, go along.
Move along. Move along. 어떤 걸 때려쳐요? 화나면 그럴 수 있죠.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You'll want to watch yourself in Riften. A lot of ways to get yourself in trouble in that town.
가족이면 뭐 걱정이 된다고 하셔도 뭐라 해야 되나 좀 신뢰나 이런 거를 보여줘야 되는데
覚悟を決めたわ。あなたに私は倒せない。ドキドキするわ。
근데 뭐 어르신들은 그거는 뭐 어쩔 수 없죠. 또 계속 뭐 그렇게 살아오신 분들인데 그냥 그러려니 하는 수밖에 없더라고요. 네, 루비님 어서 오세요.
뭐, 引き返せない。
뭐 그렇죠. 뭐 저도 아직도 그런데요. 뭐. 거미가 지들끼리 싸우고 있냐?
Welcome home. Oh, hush, hush. Here's your payment. Now make way for Mistress Matari and her illustrious golden maidens.
Good evening, ladies. Today we have learned that your sisters and new courageous commander have won back Fort Pazarath. Your fallen sisters have been avenged. Now we march forward with our heads held high, ready to end this war as quickly as Purity's return. Our beloved mistress has something to say. I know you're all eager to hear her words, but first we must honor a recent addition to our legion. A hero who has fought Purity head-on at Pazarath, a vanguard of peace and justice.
They're talking about you.
The daughter of our late leader, Kasha Pinder.
What?
Miss Pinder, it is with great privilege that I grant you the katana wielded by your father. Carry it with pride. Your family's sacrifice has brought us to this historical moment. You are no longer a trainee. You are one of us. Welcome to Serenity Sirens, dear sister. Now, before I introduce Matari, I would like to review the report from Fort Pazarath.
Nay to that! We want Matari!
Well, I guess we can debrief all of you later. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, I present to you, Mistress Matari.
My faithful warriors and loving daughters, it has been over 40 years since our order was founded. There have been many changes, but our goals have remained constant. Marcus and his wife Zell swore that Serenity Sirens would protect the Pinder family and bring the end of Project Purity. With great sadness and regret, they will not live to see that day. We may have failed to protect them, but our victory at Fort Pazarath is a testament to their legacy of courage. Through death, the Pinder family has brought us together. Many of you are Tamriel born, who have left your homes to serve our cause. Many more of you are Ashen, with no place to call home. That is why I am here today to announce my final gift to you. When this war is over, all of you will have a home. Our journey is reaching a climax. Purity's return is one last act of desperation. Their resistance to change has run its course. One final blow is all it will take to knock the beast to the ground. We have learned the location of their last stronghold. Innocence, an underground labyrinth deep within the heart of Skyrim. It will take many months of preparation before we can strike, but when we do, we will prevail. Then, at last, there will be harmony. For when Purity falls, the Pinder family will be avenged and our journey will come to an end. As young Kaja carries her family name into the future, we will be warriors without a cause. I am asking all of you, Ashen and non-Ashen, to choose your destiny when this war is over, be it with the rest of your sisters or alone. When Purity dies and innocence falls, we will be free. Goodbye, my children. You are all dismissed.
Wonderful, my mistress. Thank you so much. Now, everyone, I know you're all wondering how you'll be getting your assignments. My fellow maidens and I are your new battle masters. We'll... okay. Maybe later.
아무도 안 듣고 그냥 다 가버리네. 어느새 자라서 20대 중반이야. 생활에 쪼들려도 돈을 모았어요.
호스트 연결이 감지되었습니다. 홀로그램 방송을 전송합니다.
라일리님 레이드 감사합니다. 어서 오세요. 고생하셨습니다. 어서 오세요.
My mother's name was Zell. That's it. That's all I know about her. My entire family's history is lost. I'm all that's left. Listen, I don't like this any more than you do, but what choice do I have? It's all that I have left of my family. Matari is taking the Sirens into a different direction, but I'll continue the fight that my ancestors started. I'll make sure the Sirens don't forget the Pinders. It's going to be dangerous, but who knows? I might be the only person that is standing between Matari and her goal. I won't! I still have too much to live for. And you need a maid. I've been meaning to tell you. I've convinced the Sirens to let me stay with you on the condition that you help continue my training. Like I said, I'd love to see Skyrim. Right when I thought I would get the chance, I ended up back underground. Now that I know I have some combat practice, maybe I can travel with you. This katana belonged to my father. It will protect me. I know it will. Great. Can't wait. I have a chest back home in Jonestead. The Sirens gave me the standard issue medium armor, but I'm sure I could try on other kinds. My weapon is this katana. This is all I need. If you decide to continue, I'll be at your side. The Sirens told me that all of my missions will be with you. I'm glad. You're the only person I trust. Well, I better get back to work. Not siren work, maid work. I'll see you later.
크림 스파게티요? 맛있겠다. 아침 금식이요? 왜요? 그냥 뭐 단순 다이어트? 잠깐만, 저 화장실 좀 다시 또 갔다 올게요. 커피를 계속 마셨었더니만. 뭐 타이머는 필요 없겠다. 금방 갔다 올게요. 잠시만요. Wait a minute.
Thank you for your service. Fort Pazarath would not have been won without you. Shortly before your mission with Freya, one of our scouts pinpointed the exact location of where most of the Purity convoys were originating. It has been a decade since we began searching for their fortress. We should have suspected that it would be underground. We must prepare ourselves. Innocence is the heart of purity. For over 200 years it has served as their home. It will be heavily defended. I believe that we must focus on immediate matters. My Golden Maidens will need to adjust to their new roles as the Sirens' battle masters. Their time spent with me since the death of Marcus has made them lethargic. You can help them. Follow me. I believe you've already been acquainted with each of my Golden Maidens. They are my personal guard and most valiant warriors. They are icons of loyalty, endurance, love. Beneath each of their beautiful exteriors is a fragile soul of a woman. A soul that must be nurtured so it may continue to grow. I've done everything in my power to comfort them, but they require much more. The maidens have a sacred communion with the goddess Dibella. In times of peace, they regularly attended the temple of Dibella in Markarth for worship. Our war has disrupted this routine and has affected their well-being. I am requesting that you escort all of them to Markarth so they may regain their strength. There is no need for concern. I've already made arrangements to have Freya stand in their place. When you arrive at the temple, I ask that you stand guard outside while the maidens perform their rituals. In addition, they will be meeting with a private contractor that has maintained a close relationship with our order over the years. Our battle with purity is approaching, and we are due for additional supplies. The contractor has everything we need to ensure the end comes with minimal losses. Then I await your return.
Well, shall we go? It's a matter of modesty. We do not wish to alienate any of our fellow worshippers by attending services in expensive dresses. In the company of Dibella, we are all equal and available. There are no words for how ready we are. All of us have been eager to visit the temple since the attacks began. Take the lead. Oh, and do take your time. We don't mind the view. Not at all.
웅장하고 음량큰 부금 자동 진행된다고요?
오늘何ができるのかな?
You there, citizen. This area is off limits. You're
뱀파이어냐?
imperial business. Yeah, so you'll have to pay us a fine. Say,
아니면 산적이냐?
pay
강도네.
up, citizen. Fine. If you can't pay with coin, you'll pay with your life. Time to
やるしかないのね.
그냥 다골인데 잘 버티네. 네, 사자비님, 카스비 보이스 맞습니다. 그 다른 보시는 분들 이 보이스 사용해달라고 요청을 하셔갖고.
ドキドキするわ。今日は何ができるのかな。ドキドキするわ。
You're that one from the college. Heard about you.
Carriages to Alta City. Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop some? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Been quite a day for a trip to Markarth.
My brother tells me you've done us a service. Thank you.
잠깐만, 나 왜 일로 들어왔네? 여기가 2층인데.
sisters are communing with Devella. They can't be disturbed. You'll have to come back another time.
It feels good to be back. The scented fragrance, the posh decor. Everything is just like I remember. Anywhere in the city, really. Don't just stay by the front entrance or you might get ambushed. Patrol around the area for a bit. We do plan on having some additional company, so keep an eye on anyone suspicious that will come and go. Especially the men. Before you leave, don't be afraid to introduce yourself to the captain. She's an interesting woman and it might be a while before we see her again. Don't worry, this will only take a few hours.
Believe anyone was dumb enough to mistake you for a forsworn agent.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get to it.
Midgard craftsmanship in every piece.
팔로우 감사합니다. Thanks for the follow.
초콜리노나인님 팔로우 감사합니다.
말이 없네. 얘네를 어떻게 하라는 거야?
By the God! Did that really just happen? Guard might get nervous. A woman approaches with a weapon drawn.
쟤네들은 왜 계속 뺑뺑 도냐? 그냥 쳐야 되나?
I work silver, like my father, and his father before him.
I'm getting out of here. Why are they hurting me?
아, 죽이면 안 되는구나.
私のどうして
Imagine blowing up an entire town.
저쪽에도 또 뭐 다른 애가 있네.
Answer for yourself, Sneaky.
Guess what? I survived. It's me. I didn't get the chance to say it at Pazaroth, so I'll say it now. Thank you, and goodbye. It's been over 200 years since I had a body to call my own, and a millennia since I've been able to walk alongside regular people. Everything is so perfect. I can finally live and die like a mortal. I'm free.
I'm free라는데 한가해요라고 번역이 됐네.
I've done a lot of thinking over the years I spent at Pazaroth. Things have moved on without me. I've gone to the afterlife and back. It's making me dizzy. Time to keep things simple and just live a normal life. No more cults to join, no more sacrifices. I'm going to try out normality and see how that goes. I've already told you that this isn't my fight. She and I are complete opposites. I'd compromise you the moment she would recognize my presence. Sometimes the world would be better off without people like us, trying to change things for the better. Just let it go. Then here. You've made your decision. You're going to keep up the good fight and do what the Observer asked of you. Kasha asked me about Sky's Divide. I can't show you where it is, but this map will lead you to a sealed-off dwarven ruin that my people have dubbed as Legacy Bastion. There, you will find the answers that will set you on a path to reach the Divide, and bring about the final confrontation that comes with the Observer's plan. When I saw you walk into Markarth with the maidens, I figured you would ignore any attempt I made to turn you down. So I drew you the map. Hard to forget where the Bastion is. It's where I found my old sword that your lizard friend now has. I'm not one to crush somebody's hopes and aspirations, and I didn't want to leave you empty-handed. I might not believe what you're going to go through will work, but that doesn't mean I want you to fail. And if you do, I'll see you on the other side, yeah? Trust me, as long as it's not too late to stop Matari, it will. The Golden Maidens, or whatever cute name they've given themselves these days, there is something you should know about them. They're not in that temple to worship Dibella. They don't care about any goddess of love or her teachings. They're only there for the benefits. They did the same with my goddess. They infiltrated my realm, pretending to be believers. They made it so easy for us to fall into their trap. They blended right in with the fancy dresses and dye-colored hair. And they died. We found their scorched bodies in the barracks, killed by the mistress, you know all too well because they nearly exposed her. That's all they are to her, disposable tools of pleasure and violence. So, I want you to know, you should be very, very afraid of what they're capable of. Before Matari makes a move on you, they will. Well, I've had enough to talk about for a few lifetimes. Time to buy myself a cozy waterfront cottage over in the Imperial City and write a book or two. Be sure to stop by sometime before the world ends, okay? Love and peace, sweetie.
Wake up. Wake up. Lousy woman. Hey, look at me. I have some questions for you. You are being held for ransom. In exchange, we are demanding that your captain Cordinale cede her ship, the Catalyst. This would have been much easier had we captured your Ashen women. I wonder if you are worth anything to them. In your time of need, they were nowhere to be found.
Well, how important are you? You were completely unexpected. The Dibellan monk you killed was our contractor, and she didn't say a word about there being some sort of bodyguard. In a past life, but I am still loyal to our creed. So you're the Ashen lover. I had a feeling it was you. Small world. This is what we've been driven to do. Reduced to privateer work, plundering ships along the coast. Whatever contracts we can take lets us relive the good old days before the Ashen shamed us. I need to think. All due respect, this job went straight to the gutter because of you. You want to know why we really do this? When we were banished, we lost our honor. So now, I'll outside of the Brotherhood, we can do something different. We make our own terms. It's been good work so far. Think about it. Living this kind of life, anyone but yourself. Kill who you want and when you want.
Did we keep you waiting?
아, 이름이요? 원래 이제 세레니티였는데 이게 번역이 자동 번역으로 돌려놓은 거라서.
We came as fast as we could. Of all the enemies that could have come after us in Markarth, it was pirates that spoiled the fun. You sure do get yourself into a lot of trouble. Maybe you're the one that needs protection. Well, I see the corpse of a Dark Brotherhood assassin. The others just look like a bunch of regular troublemakers. I take it these are the band of pirates led by a group of Brotherhood outcasts. Cordonali mentioned them in passing. We never got demands. We had a feeling something was wrong when we couldn't find you around Markarth. We tracked them down to the Solitude docks, jumped on a small boat and followed you here. Anyway, I think that's enough about them. We have to focus on Purity and the heroes. At least we took care of a potential problem for Cordonali. She needs all the relaxation she can get on the job. She's gonna be pretty busy the next few days as she gathers our next batch of supplies. I figured you should make the call. I've blocked the door in case there are any additional crew members inside. What we could do is send a team of sirens to secure the ship when we get back to the palace. We'll hand it over to Cordonali and she can decide what to do with it. Couldn't hurt to have an additional shipping vessel. Or we could just burn it and spare our sisters the trouble. What do you think? Good. I was hoping you would say that. Let me know when you're done looking around. I don't want to leave Zana by herself for too long. Taking care of some business. The pirates weren't the only danger that was lurking in Markarth. Climb down into the boat and we'll be off. Zana should be southwest of Morthal. Let's go find her so we can all go home.
저 뭐야? 늑대는? 우리 편이야?
やるしかないのね。もう引き返せない。私は倒せない。
Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. You think you've got what it takes? Our headquarters is in Solitude. This Imperial armor is damn heavy. It's not.やるしかないのね。私の邪魔をしないで。やるしかないのね。
잠깐만 브레이크 타임 좀 가집시다. 브레이크 타임. 다들 뭐하고 계십니까? 모두 갖고 장난치는 중이요? 커피. 저는 살짝 배가 고파 누룽지에다가 물 부어가지고 왔습니다. 맛있겠다.
もう引き返せない やるしかないのね。あなたに私は倒せない。私の邪魔をしないで。あなたに私は倒せない。やるしかないのね。覚悟を決めたわ。あなたに私は倒せない。覚悟を決めたわ。 もう引き返せない。私の邪魔をしないで。覚悟を決めたわ。
한 마리는 또 어디 갔지? 쟤만 리스폰 됐나?
とやるしかないのね。もう引き返せない。
She'll get over it. There was still a part of her that hesitated before each kill, and flinched each time our bodies touched at the temple. That is unacceptable behavior for a maiden. We must let go of what we believe is right and wrong, in order to serve Matari. Because this woman is Serenity. Our scouts reported that there was an explosion on the Pazarath rooftop during the battle, but I have no idea how she managed to escape. At long last, for those with acute senses sharpened by Matari, you can't ignore a presence like Serenity. She was called a being of love by Marcus, and a liar by our mistress. Until now,
I never understood how she could be both. Looking at Serenity, all I see is a reflection of what I once was. It's pitiful. I wonder how I could have ever been such a fool. Then I realized something. All of us were once like Sana, living this wonderful lie of love. All we need is a little push to escape and find the truth. And we found it. Her name is Mitari. This always ends the same. When the body and soul are united, death is permanent. What Serenity did was suicide. She could have lived on for eternity as a disembodied soul. But maybe, after all these years, she just wanted to feel the joy of living. And live she did. So thank you, Serenity, for showing me what it's like to be. We need to go. What happened here is strictly classified. Commander, take the lead once more.
ドキドキするわ。
Yes?
마차가 어떻게 있었더라?
Aye. Carriages to all the cities in Skyrim. Don't forget us. Where do you want to go? Going straight through, or did you want to stop somewhere along the way? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Sun feels good, huh?
今日は何ができるのかな。
나 안경 진짜 아니 안경이라는 안개 진짜 심하네요.
今日はなんだかいいことがありそう。楽しいと一日が早いな。今日はなんだかいいことがありそう。
아이씨 밖으로 다시 나왔네. 아휴 안되겠다. 자 오늘 여기까지 진행을 하도록 하겠습니다. 다들 봐주셔서 감사드리고요. 졸음이 좀 쏟아지는 관계로 오늘은 좀 일찍 마무리하고 자러 가보도록 하겠습니다. 다들 고생하셨습니다. Thanks for watching guys. Good night and see you. 그리고 레이드는 스특